Hey, welcome. Thank you for tuning in. My name is Markus, and today I have a class for you that's a bit softer, something for the evening hours to unwind from your day, to let go and prepare yourself for a good night of sleep. For the class, ideally you have a yoga strap handy, but also a belt or maybe even a towel will do the job. And I hope you like this class and see you on the mat. So come in, find into a lying position. Here you can decide, you can just keep the knees facing up. You can also bring the soles of the feet together, open your knees out, or you start already in a shavasana. So really up to you. Arms can come next to your body, or maybe one on the belly, one on the chest. And then if you found your position, just close your eyes. Letting go of the stay. Letting go of the thoughts, as good as it gets. You can take a big, deep inhale in. Try to fill everything up you have. And then if everything is full, just hold your breath for just a bit. Open your mouth and let everything go. One more time. Big inhale in. Hold the breath at the top. Open your mouth and let everything go. And you can just continue breathing in through the nose, breathing out through the nose. Maybe with every exhale, you can let go just a bit more. If you decided to open your knees, bring the hands to the outside of your knees and just gently close your knees together, bringing both soles of the feet towards the ground. And then start by bringing your right knee in towards the body. And here you can decide if you want to take already the strap or the belt you have. So either you take the right arm on the inside of the leg, holding onto the outside of the foot, or you take already the strap around, just holding the strap or your belt, whatever you have, with the right hand. Almost like, well, not almost, but taking half of a happy baby here. So pulling this right knee towards the body. The left foot is still on the mat. Good, and then we take our strap. If you don't have already, we bring the strap around the foot and we slowly start by lengthening the leg towards the ceiling. Try to keep your shoulder blades on the mat, so not lifting them to reach all the way up. Rather take your belt or your strap a little bit lower, and then you can just gently pull the leg towards you. Good. Either you stay here or you take the strap into the right hand, bring your left hand on top of the left hip, and if it feels good, you can lengthen your left leg out. Try to stay with the breath, still long, deep breath in, deep breath out. And first start by bending your left knee again, and then bend your right knee, release the strap, and we bring our right ankle directly on top of our left knee, keeping the right Ankle flexion active. Our right arm is reaching through the legs, left and from around. Either hold on to your thigh or to your chin bone. And then you can release your head, the shoulders back down to the mat, pulling the left knee in, the right knee opens to the side. You can close your eyes for this one if you want. Again, with every exhale, we try to let go a bit more. Slowly release your left foot back down to the mat. Release your right leg down. And then bend your left knee. Take the left arm through on the inside of the leg and hold on to the outside of the foot. Again, you have the choice to use the strap for this one already. There's no wrong or right with this practice. Also doesn't matter how deep you come into the poses. It's more about letting go. And taking the strap again around the foot, and slowly we lengthen the left leg towards the ceiling. Just gently pulling with the hands, taking the leg a little bit closer towards the body. Good. If you want, take the strap into the left hand, right hand on top of the right hip, and then you lengthen your right leg out. You don't have to, you can also keep the leg bent. And first bring your right foot back in, and then bend your left foot, bend your left knee, release the strap to the side. We place the left ankle on top of the right thigh, left arm reaching through, right hand from around. Again, pulling our right knee in, left knee opens to the side. And then slowly release your right foot back down, release the left foot back down. Bring both knees in towards the chest, make yourself round. Slowly roll back and forward till you come all the way into a seated position. Rolling over the knees, we come onto all fours. Bring your knees underneath the hips, hands underneath the shoulders. And then keep your hips over the knees. And just walk the hands out in front, sink down with your chest and with your chin for puppy pose. And then walking both hands back underneath the shoulders. We tuck our toes under and we lift it back up into our first downward facing dog. And in this down dog also walk out your day, walk the feet on the spot, moving, bending one knee after the other. With your next inhale, lift your right leg up. Step your foot in between the palms. Lower your left knee down. You can untuck your toes. Take your right hand on top of the right knee. And then press your right knee out to the side, just gently. You can roll onto the outside of your right foot. And then maybe you keep the knee out, or you add some movement by bringing the knee back in and back out. Slightly in, back out. And bring the knee all the way back in, the right hand to the outside of the foot. Start shifting your weight back, lengthen your right leg, and then fold over your right leg. If you have something with a bit of height like blocks, you can also take the blocks underneath here. You don't have to reach the hands all the way forward or come with the forehead towards the knee. Again, just letting go of the day. Don't have to force ourselves deeper into the pose. Try to keep the length in the spine so the chest is lifting just a little bit with every inhalation. And maybe with the exhale there's room to come further down. And then start rebending your right knee. We tuck our left toes back under. We step back into our down dog. Taking the left foot up. Step the left foot in between your palms. The right knee lowers down. Again, you can untuck your toes. Left hand on top of the knee. And then just gently press your knee out to the side. You can stay again here. Maybe it feels better to add just a bit of movement in and out. And bring your knee back in. Place the left hand to the outside of the foot and move back with your weight. Lengthen your left leg. Again, the hands can also come further in. We want to keep the length in the spine. The chest is reaching towards the toes. Inhale, slightly lift, and exhale, let go. And slowly start rebending your left knee, tuck your back toes under, step back into down dog. Inhale, take your right foot up, step the foot in between your palms, and then we come up into high lunge. So reaching both arms up, lower both hands down, bring your back foot just a little bit in, the toes point towards the side and out. Our front foot or front leg lengthens, hip is facing forward. Taking the hands behind, holding on to our elbows, inhale. And exhale again. We keep the length in the spine, we fold over our right leg. You don't have to come super deep down. Rather, keep the length in the spine. You can also work with your breath. Inhale, slightly lift. Exhale, letting go. Inhale, lift. And exhale, let go. With the next inhale, come all the way back up to standing. Release the hands behind you. Then turn your left foot open, turn the right foot in. We're having the outside of the feet parallel. You can also take the arms out and then let your fingers point down. And look that you don't have the feet further apart than this one. Take the hands to the hips, inhale, and with your exhale, fold from the hips, place both hands down underneath the shoulders. Keep your weight even in your feet. Good. And then inhale, lift it halfway up. Walk both hands towards your front right foot and step your right foot back into down dog. Inhale, take the left foot up. Step the foot in between your palms. Inhale, find up into high lunge. And again, hands lower down, back foot comes slightly in, flat down to the mat, front leg lengthens. Again, check back in that your hips are facing forward, arms behind. Inhale. And with your exhale, fold over your left leg. Inhale, slightly lift from the chest. And exhale, lower down. Next inhale, bring it all the way back up to standing. Release your hands. Again, turn the back foot open, front foot in. Bringing the feet, the outside of the feet again parallel to the short side of your mat. Hands to the hips, inhale. Exhale, one more time, forward fold. And you can decide, maybe the hands come again down towards the mat. If you want, also hold on to the elbows here. Just let your head, your torso hang forward. You can also swing your torso slightly from left to right. And then first release your hands back down, lift it halfway up. Walk your hands towards your front left foot and step all the way back into down dog. Lowering both knees down this time. And then you can sit onto your heels. Sitting just over to one side, we lengthen both legs out in front. And you can first remove a bit of flesh from underneath you. Again, two options here for you. If you want, you can start with the knees bent. So inhale first, create length. And then try to close your gap. So bringing the belly on top of the thighs and then folding forward. If you feel that there's a bit more room, you can start by lengthening your feet a little bit further forward, but always maintaining the contact with the belly and your thigh. If you feel when you lengthen the leg that there's a gap, then just stay with the knees bent where you can keep the contact. Also here we want to keep the length in our spine. Inhale, slightly lift, and exhale, let go. With the help of your hands, lift yourself all the way back up to seated. And then bend both of your legs, bring the soles of the feet together. Open your knees out to the side. And you can keep a bit of space between your seating bones and your heels. So maybe forearm width or even a bit more. Inhale, first create length. And then with your exhale, just again let your head and your chest sink forward. Take your arms out in front, and then you can keep your palms facing up so you don't have anything to hold on to. So we're just letting gravity do its work, taking more yin approach to this Baddha Konasana. Here it's okay if you round your spine. You don't have to pull yourself into this. Again, it's more about letting go, letting gravity do its work. We're staying for a couple breaths in this pose. And maybe you feel after time that you're sinking in a little bit deeper. Really slowly, with the help of your hands, lift yourself back up to seated. And then you can actually keep your right knee open and then bring your left foot all the way towards the back. So we're setting up pigeon pose. Good. So this front right knee doesn't have to be parallel, so maybe this right heel comes a little bit closer in towards the left hip. Look that your left foot is pointing back to the side, your hips are facing forward. And then first stay here for 2 breaths. Good. And then if there's room, you can stay up there, lower down onto the forearms also for 2 breaths. Again, your decision may be staying here. If you feel that you want to come a little bit deeper, maybe you sink all the way, fold all the way over your right leg, bringing your forehead down to the mat. Closing our eyes, letting go. Also here, really slowly, with the help of your hands, lift yourself back up. And then just shift your weight all the way over onto the right. So we're sitting back down on the right. We bring the back foot all the way forward, and we switch the sides. So placing the left knee down, the right leg comes towards the back. With the help of your hands, just adjust yourself. Make sure that the right foot is pointing straight back. Again, setting up the front knee. If the heel comes a bit closer towards the right hip, that's okay. Making sure the hips are facing forward. And again, first stay up here for 2 breaths. You can stay up there. If you want to go further, lower down onto the forearms, also for 2 breaths. And also you can stay on the forearms. If you want, fold all the way over your left leg. It's highly individual, what feels good here. So you decide which option you take. Again, it's not important how deep you're going to come down here. It's more important you can let go, settling down. Again, with the help of your hands, lift yourself back up. This time sitting over towards the left. We bring the right back foot all the way forward. Having both feet in front, and just let your knees fall from left to right. Good. Before we find into our final relaxation, we're going to take a small inversion, which is waterfall pose. So waterfall is with our legs straight up towards the ceiling. So you can just do this free in the room. If you have a wall close to you, I would even suggest to go against the wall and take your legs up against the wall. It's a really nice feeling. So you decide if you don't have a wall close to you, that's completely fine. And even one thing more you can do here is if you have a strap or a belt, you can even take this belt, bring it around your feet, so underneath the knees, closing the knees together. Good. And then try to sit as close as you can against the wall if you use the wall. So coming all the way sitting against the wall. And then bring your legs up against the wall. Try to have your seating bones also touching the wall. So again, you don't have to use the strap here, or you don't have to use a wall, but it's just something that feels quite nice. Again, you can have the arms next to your body, maybe one on the chest, one on the belly. Close your eyes and just let go. Connect back to your breath. If you feel now that a lot of thoughts are popping up again back into your head, maybe try to just focus on your inhales and exhales, using this as your guide. And if you have your legs up against the wall and you want to stay there for the shavasana, feel free to do so. If not, you can first start by bending your knees, then rolling over to one side, releasing the strap if you used it, and then finding into a lying position on our mat for our final relaxation. Let your feet open a little bit wider than hip width. Feet fall open to the side, arms are next to the body, palms facing up. Letting go into our shavasana. Really slowly find back. Start moving the fingertips to toes, wrists and ankles. You're still up against the wall, slowly come out. Maybe stretching the arms one more time, long overhead. Bringing the knees in towards the body, rolling over onto our right side. Making ourselves small. And with closed eyes, find back up into a comfortable seated position. Bring the palms together in front of the heart. And bow your forehead to the fingertips. Thank yourself for taking time and stepping on the mat tonight. Slowly lift your head back up. Namaste. Thank you all for joining. I hope you feel relaxed and ready for bed. And yeah, see you soon. Thank you.